written essays or letters or something like that? I'm sure you would have. Have you observed that sometimes people write so long paragraphs? Like it goes on and on throughout the page and the reader gets exhausted just because it is too long. Well, then this is the video that you should watch. Hey there, I am Nancy Shah. I am a trainer, public speaker, anchor, voiceover artist and founder of Speaker Circle. We started this initiative to help people improve and practice their public speaking skills. We conduct our interventions online and now gradually offline, and you can also be part of it. All you need to do is fill up a Google form. You'll find the link of the form in the description. Well, in today's video, we are going to talk about how you can frame your paragraphs in a better manner. Note that we have already released many videos regarding how to choose right words, how to frame your sentences, and in this we are going to talk about paragraphs. So let's get started. Isn't it very easy to understand when I say 1 point per para? Well, so many times we want to say many things, and if we do not divide them into different points or different paragraphs, it becomes chaotic. So, focus on one thing in one paragraph. I don't think somebody will charge you money for having more paragraphs, okay? So you can have more. What is SEGAS? SEGAS is an additional information. If you can say one thing in 2 sentences, simply don't write 4. But then if you are writing 4, the other 2 sentences are SEGAS. So all I want to tell you is, be specific, to the point and clear. Do not repeat the same meaning through different sentences again and again. Remove all the unnecessary sentences and remove the SEGAS and make your paragraph to the point and clear. Very important thing while creating paragraphs is using proper transition. When you move from one paragraph to the another one, it should be seamless. Like people should not be able to identify that you moved. So using transition statements would help. Note that we have already created one video where we have shared 25 transition statements with you. You'll find the link of that video in the description. You can check it out. Where most of the people make mistakes is while they change timelines during their speech. So for example, when I'm talking about, let's say, my experience with conducting workshops on public speaking. So I conducted my first workshop in 2019 September. It was there in Ahmedabad and almost 11 participants joined in. Now where I'm sharing this entire event has happened in past and I need to talk in past tense. But when I say, okay, today when I've started Speaker Circle, I have more than 45 registered members. Now when you see this, I'm talking in present tense. And now when I talk about the future, let's say down the line 10 years, we would be having Speaker Circle in different cities of the country. So here I need to talk in the future tense. Now when you change timelines in the single speech per paragraph, you need to ensure that you do not miss on grammatical things. So ensure that when you talk about past, you use the past tense, probably in the same paragraphs or different paragraphs. At the same time, it's very easy to break the paragraphs from where you are changing tenses. Now let me answer the simplest question ever. How to form the paragraphs. I know we all have learned it during our schools, but then we need to ensure that we rebrush our knowledge and do it in a right manner. Let's learn it through an example. It is difficult to learn a new language. Firstly, we have limited vocabulary in the new language. In addition, we have to learn correct grammar for that language. Especially, the idioms of the new language are very difficult to understand. Besides, the language has its own short forms of words and they are difficult to follow. Finally, we have maximum problems in learning correct pronunciations and intonations in the new language. In conclusion, learning a new language is a challenging task. So let's take this simple paragraph as a base and now evaluate how this paragraph was formed. Before we move ahead, I want to explain you a little about the structure of the paragraphs. So every paragraph has first topic sentence. Now, what is a topic sentence? Topic sentence explains the entire meaning of that paragraph. Like, what is the purpose or what is something that you're going to talk about in this paragraph. So what was the topic sentence in this para? It is difficult to learn a new language. So this was the topic sentence. Generally, in a paragraph, the topic sentence comes first. It's just in the beginning of the paragraph, and that gives an overview of the entire paragraph. After the topic sentences, there are supporting sentences. Generally, the topic sentence is only one in the paragraph, but supporting sentence can be many. For example, here in this paragraph, when we said, firstly, we have this limited resources for the language. In addition to this, especially the idioms are difficult or it is very difficult to learn the pronunciation. And finally, we have to manage this and that. So this all were the supporting sentences. What is the role of a supporting sentence? The supporting sentence supports the argument or the topic that was shared in the topic sentence. So let's say my topic sentence is this, and now to prove this, I need some supporting sentences. Now supporting sentences can have examples, logical arguments, data, statistics, personal experiences, stories, anything. It can be anything in general, but then the purpose is that they prove the argument that was done in the topic sentence. The third type of sentence in any paragraph is a transition statement. Now what is a transition statement? I think I have already explained. Through that, you would be able to move from first point to the next point. Here, if you observe firstly, secondly, thirdly, finally, in addition to this, it was just one single paragraph, but then amongst those paragraphs also there was a transition used. Generally, you can use transition statement when you want to move from one para to other, at the same time from one point to other or one sentence to the other. The fourth type of sentence that every paragraph has is a concluding sentence. If you have observed in this particular paragraph, the concluding sentence was, in conclusion, learning a new language is a challenging task. Did you observe that? So this is a conclusion statement. So this is how a paragraph is formed. Topic sentence, supporting sentence, transitions if required, and then concluding sentence. Again, concluding sentence is not compulsory in every paragraph. Let's say you have some more points, you might have a transition statement at last, and that will switch to the next paragraph, and you might have only one concluding sentence in the last paragraph itself. One last step. Do not have more than 5 sentences in a single para. We ideally recommend you to use 1 to 5 sentences in a para so that your paragraphs are not that longer, at the same time it makes sense. So these were the tips regarding forming paragraphs. I hope this helps you. If you are looking forward to learn much more things, you can consider subscribing our YouTube channel. We have already created many videos regarding public speaking and much more. In fact, you will find so many speeches given by other speakers over here, and I think that might be helpful. One more thing, every Thursday we go live on YouTube around 6 p.m. where we do storytelling, movie review, book review, poetry recitation and much more activities. You can check out this space around that time. So see you there. Bye-bye.